You know what convinced me capitalism is a scam? It wasn't some video, it wasn't some person, it wasn't, yes, I've watched all those videos before, I've had a friend that's really anti-capitalist, I've been exposed to all these people my whole, my adult life, I've seen this. None of that convinced me capitalism was bad. Sure, it would convince me that, capitalism had problems, like, oh yeah, fair enough, sometimes mining companies wreck the environment, that's bad, I guess. And like, I knew there were problems, but I didn't realize the whole thing was just a scam. It wasn't until I started studying finance that it just hit me like a train. It's like, my whole life's a lie. Capitalism is so exploitative. The whole thing, it's designed to be exploitative. It's not like, oh, okay. See, before I figured this out, I thought, okay, so capitalism was this like good system, and I used to hang out with other capitalist people as well, and we talk about this. Oh, capitalism, it's a good system, but sometimes bad actors come in, they poison the environment, and that's bad, and they shouldn't do it, and no, naughty, and the government should sort of step in and help, but they shouldn't step in too much, and I know all the political discussions, but I sort of thought capitalism was good, but like sometimes it goes wrong. That's bad apples, so to say. When I started studying finance, it was actually, I did a few university finance subjects, and I talked about this in my other video, that we were sort of brainwashed into like shareholder value, but that's another thing. What really hit me was when I was learning to trade. I was teaching myself finance, options trading, crypto, all this stuff, right? Gold trading. I was learning about margin accounts, leverage, like just the fact a broker will simulate that you're trading at a higher amount because if you lose, they can liquidate your assets and, get a fee out of it. It's just like the whole thing's exploitative. It's all everyone's trying to outdo each other in the market and, studying about how predatory loans work. I mean, I looked into how private equity works because apparently, people make money out of it. And it's just so exploitative. You borrow money, you go into debt, you get your company to go into debt, you buy another business, you force that business into debt, you sell off all its assets. And then the community that you're dealing with just gets wrecked by it, or people lose their jobs, suppliers get messed over, like farmers get exploited. And it's a part of the system. Like it's encouraged in capitalism to exploit people. It's not like, people do it and it's sort of a bad thing. It's like it's actively encouraged. And studying finance, you realize that that's the game. People must all just be in on it. Like, I've been around investment bankers, and they do talk and they do joke about like profiting off war, and I mean I've heard so many things in my life about this type of topic. They don't care as long as they make profit. They do not care. I'm telling you, they don't care at all. They do not care. They can profit off anything you can think of if they can make money out of it, like private prisons, anything. They don't care as long as they make money. And the thing is, I'm actually not trying to criticize individual people. This is the really important point I want to say. The reason why these people do that is the system encourages it, right? So if you live in a system that encourages exploitation, that's what capitalism is. It encourages exploitation, right? And if you live in a system like that, don't be surprised if people around you are exploiting you. Like even just like social media, they sell your data and they want advertisers to sell your stuff. And just everything's a game of like, sell the data and let's not, spam emails and let's do this and it's all just one big game. And I'm not trying to say everyone, I don't think everyone's out trying to cause harm. I think it's the system that's the problem, not necessarily like every individual person, Because I've known people who run businesses and they're often very nice people. Just, I'm not saying, the guy who runs the martial arts gym is bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that the system is inherently flawed and it encourages bad behavior. And it's very competitive. So if you open up a barbershop somewhere and then, someone opens up another barbershop and then private equity comes in and buys it and it's just exploitative, especially when business gets to that level. And that's what learning finance really showed me. It showed me to get ahead, you got to let your money work for you. You got to use leverage. You got to do all these things. And it's just, of course the world's going to be a messed up place. The world was already a messed up place to begin with. Life is already quite hard. The nature of what the world makes life to be quite hard, but capitalism seems to exploit that tendency within humans to exploit other people. So I think when you have a system that outright rewards exploitation, you're going to have a lot of problems. And the whole point of this video was that I fell for it. Me, a person who really genuinely thinks I'm a critical thinker. I am genuinely that type of person. So if even I was fooled, the point is anyone could theoretically be fooled by this sort of religion of capitalism. And so even I was fooled. I wonder how many other things am I fooled with now? Like it made me think, what other things have I been brainwashed into and not been aware of? So the major issue I want to take away from this video is, whatever you think in life is true, just take a step back and think, am I allowed to criticize it? For example, if even like with democracy, like I don't have the answers here. I'm just a person. But like if you, you know, there are some legitimate criticisms about how democracies kind of work, you know, how it's manipulated with the media, and there are criticisms. The moment you criticize these things, so my dog is trying to get inside, the noise. But whenever you criticize democracy, you say, okay, well, maybe it's a bit flawed how the sort of the public opinions, you know, these things. Oh, so you like dictators, Sue? Oh, ho, ho, you want to live in this, you want to live under a dictatorship? It's like, dude, no. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you've got something in life that you think is just a good thing, inherently a good thing, and you can't really question why it's a good thing, I mean, you know why it's good, but you don't really see any potential problems with that, maybe you might be brainwashed, just saying. Because I was brainwashed, so that's why I'm making this video. So I hope you guys found this valuable. Please comment. I really do love reading the comments. I will try and get around to them. It's just, you know, I'll get there. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.